Hello, this is Ethereal Awakening, and I'm doing an individual zodiac sign reading for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. Check your North Node also. Today's date is December 18th, but time is kind of irrelevant and fluid. And if you're drawn to the message, there's probably something in it for you. Biggest gauge is your heart. If it resonates with you, then there's something there for you. If it doesn't, leaves a bad taste in your mouth, spit it out. Move on. No big deal. So again, this is for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Spirit, what messages do we have for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus? Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. Thank you in advance. All right, first card out, Queen of Cups. Knight of Cups. Not looking at each other. Heart space, Page of Swords. Nine of Rods. They are looking at each other, squarely at each other. So if there's some emotional imbalance going on right now, I believe that the first thing is that cup that the Knight would offer needs to be offered to yourself first. So let's, getting honest with some defensiveness that we're having in our heart. There's some defensiveness, Pisces, that's going on here that we got to get real honest about. The World and the possible outcome, and the Fool. What? Even a page worth of honesty in your heart space. This is right where we want these two to go. This is honest, passionate feelings that are getting you precisely the end of a cycle, the end of some emotional imbalance, and a new look at life, a new look, not at life, but could be at life, new outlook on whatever you're embarking on. Really good energy. Knight of Rods, underlying energy, just ready to get this out there and going. You've been in some rest and you got a couple fours here. So yeah, maybe some stability. That's something that was once stable to you. You were kind of zoned in on it, maybe a little obsessive over it, emotionally obsessing over something that eventually left you mentally fatigued, but that is being the driving force, that Knight of Rods, that that passionate offer that you're giving yourself. So if you're good with giving the passion to yourself, like whatever it is that's motivating you internally, then that's kind of where the emotions have, we do seek emotional gratification outside of ourselves, which is kind of what I believe the Knight and the Queen looking away from each other is. Because if they were looking at each other, they'd be on the same page. Emotions balanced. I see you, you see me. They're not. So it's recognizing that whatever you're seeking emotionally external you isn't really what's going to do it. They're not looking, if they were looking at each other, that's one thing, but they weren't. The Queen came out first. She's looking away from the Knight. So it's kind of like, are you looking into the past for maybe blaming, well, it was your fault that happened, that didn't, no, this is really where, forgiveness of yourself for allowing yourself to be in a situation for too long, and being real honest as, why am I so defensive? What is it that has created this barrier between me and what my heart truly desires? Because this is in your heart space. This is honest, passionate energy in your heart space that's going to get you everything you want if we can passionately take those 9 of Wands that are in your heart space and turn it into the Knight. They were all something trying to offer you insight into you that will drive you into the Knight and away from the past. You see, this Knight is looking away from these fours. Fours are numbers of stability, necessary stepping stones to get us even a page worth of honesty, and then the possible outcome is the world and the fool. So if this is the desired outcome, ending that vicious cycle and having that leap of faith in the next endeavor that you seek, you know, the brutal honesty comes even a page worth. Why was I so defensive? What is this situation trying to teach me about myself? You know, and the big takeaway being in that current energy of seeking fulfillment, emotional fulfillment outside of yourself. You know, if you're seeking fulfillment in a relationship or friends or your family or anyone, that's not really love. That's, you know, that's codependency. That's the definition of codependency. Learning that you are enough emotionally, all of the feelings you have, important, valid, special, creative, all of those feelings that you want someone external you to recognize, you have to recognize them first. Each for what they are. Responding to them appropriately for what they are. So this is, you know, in this heart space, taking that honest look at what has created that defensive nature in you is really Spirit saying, bravo. You know, that's what's going to get you the outcome that you're seeking. The Fool and the world. Cycle's complete. Now you get to start something new. So as not to repeat the cycle, you know, let's get the emotional sense about us that we are looking inward. You know, these two looking at each other. My male, my female, internal. I'm good. Okay, I'm sad. Yeah, and what? I'll be all right. You know, or doing whatever it is to feel, you know, make yourself feel better if you're feeling sad. Doing whatever it is for you to feel good. You know, if I feel bad, I can't call on 8 people. Okay, all y'all come make me feel better. That's unfulfilling. That's codependent. We don't like that. That'll keep you in bad cycles. So, Pisces. No, don't sit, you know, take a step back and see the big picture. I guess that would be the first bit of advice that Spirit's asking me to provide, you know, because this Knight of Rods that was on the bottom of the deck, he's looking away from the Four of Cups and the Four of, so yeah, there's some stability here that needs to be paid attention to. He needs to be looking at them, not away from them. So, you know, whatever put us in the state of, you know, not being able to see the big picture, mentally just exhausted, you know, whatever it is where you just don't want to think about it anymore, but keeps coming back up, you know, that whatever's in your belly is not looking squarely at them, but, you know, even a page, this is in your heart right now. So this is what Spirit is asking for you to just take that page worth of honesty and look at what's making you so defensive. If somebody doesn't do something that you like, or somebody, you know, asks you questions, you're constantly like feeling like if you're constantly feeling like you're being attacked, when somebody just asks you, like, what did you do last night? I went to the movies, you know, whatever, you know, that thing. Why, you know, this is Spirit saying, just take a page worth of honesty and take a look at each wand, each time in the last week, in the last month, however long your memory, you know, that you've kind of felt like that, maybe bit somebody's head off through I just was wanting to know what you did last night, you know. Taking, you know, an introspective look on what the honest truth is why am I being so defensive? You know, what, you know, he's looking at these wands. So that's what I believe Spirit is trying to get you to, is that point of just a page worth of honesty. So I hope this helps, Pisces.